May the 4th be with you, or May the 5th, or whenever you wind up watching this. More importantly, may you see Captain America Civil War, which opens in theaters everywhere this week. Civil War marks the official introduction of Black Panther to the MCU, but even though Black Panther is one of Marvel's most important heroes, he remains a mystery to most folks. So today on the Dan Cave, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Black Panther. Don't let the costume fool you. Black Panther is more than just a superhero who kicks ass and takes names with his vibranium claws. He's a master martial artist, an incredibly intelligent scientist and inventor, and he's the ruling monarch of the sovereign nation of Wakanda, which just so happens to be home to vast deposits of vibranium. You know vibranium, the ultra-rare, super strong substance of which Cap, Shield, and Ultron's body are made. But above all else, he is T'Challa of the Panther tribe of Wakanda. And while Black Panther wasn't the first black superhero, he was the first black comic book character to be the main protagonist of his own ongoing title. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, Black Panther first appeared in Fantastic Four number 52 in 1966. As a member of the Panther tribe, the ruling family of Wakanda, T'Challa must not only serve as his country's diplomatic leader, but also must assume the mantle of the Black Panther, the spiritual defender of all of Wakanda. Unfortunately, the country's vibranium supply led to a slew of imperialist assholes trying to get their grubby little mitts on it. Worst of all was the Belgian-born explorer Ulysses Klaue, who you've seen played in Age of Ultron by Andy Serkis. Anyway, when T'Challa was just a child, Klaue came to Wakanda and murdered his father T'Chaka as part of a plan to ransack the country's vibranium supply so that he could make weapons. A self-styled master of sound, Klaue used a specialized weapon which turned sound waves into physical energy blasts. Later in the comics, Klaue would become a being of living sound, and he remained a constant arch-nemesis of Black Panthers over the years. But just put him on mute. Just plug your ears. Done. Before becoming a head of state, T'Challa spent many years outside Wakanda honing both his body and his mind. He's considered one of the most brilliant minds on planet Earth, giving the likes of Reed Richards, Tony Stark, and Hank Pym a run for their money. He has a PhD in physics from Oxford, and he's an elite hunter and tracker. Upon returning home, T'Challa underwent a series of trials to test his worthiness as a leader. After eating a special heart-shaped herb, not that herb, get out of here, he communed with the Wakandan panther god Bast, who deemed him a worthy successor to his father T'Chaka. As a result, T'Challa was bestowed with superhuman strength, speed, agility, stamina, healing, and reflexes. As you'll see in Civil War, dude can run really fast, like 50 miles an hour, according to some sources, which explains that tunnel scene. In the years that followed, T'Challa left Wakanda for New York City to join the Avengers, and he briefly assumed the secret identity of Luke Charles, public school teacher, before resuming his real identity as T'Challa. Black Panther then went on to become a seminal member of the Avengers, helping them defeat villains like the Man-Ape, Ultron, and the Sons of the Serpent, to name a few. However, some back home saw his work with the Avengers as him abandoning Wakanda, putting foreign interest above domestic ones, and this prompted people like the power-hungry Eric Killmonger, badass name, to challenge him for the throne. Lame move. But that isn't your throne, Eric. No, it's T'Challa's. And that's a fact T'Challa drove home by defeating that usurping son of a bee-stang. While ruling can be a lonely job, T'Challa was by no means alone. In addition to his badass retinue of all-female bodyguards, the Dora Milaje, T'Challa could count on his formidable sister Shuri, the goofy US State Department attorney Everett K. Ross, and his eventual wife, the X-Man Storm, to keep him grounded. His wife! Also, T'Challa isn't the only one to have borne the mantle of Black Panther over the years. Famously, after an attack left T'Challa comatose, his sister Shuri stepped up to the plate to become both Princess Regent to the throne of Wakanda and the new Black Panther. It was later revealed that Dr. Doom had attacked T'Challa and was attempting to overthrow Wakanda to get its sweet, sweet vibranium. Silly Doom, vibranium's for Wakandan kids, not Latvian dictators. After recovering, T'Challa managed to foil Doom's nefarious scheme and reclaim his country alongside his sister Shuri. A side effect, though, of stopping the Metal Madman was that T'Challa rendered all the vibranium ore in the country inert, effectively hamstringing the Wakandan economy, or as I like to call it, the Wakonomy. Wait, please don't stop watching. So what do you do when you're a deposed king with nothing to lose? You go to Hell's Kitchen to take over for Daredevil while Matt Murdock convalesced after being possessed by a demon who made him turn his own neighborhood into a murder-friendly ninja paradise. You know, that old chestnut. That old blind, demonic, murdering chestnut. When T'Challa realized he missed being Black Panther, he sought out the Panther god Bast once more. Although T'Challa wanted his powers back, he didn't want to take them at Shuri's expense. Again. Thankfully, Bast pulled an O. Henry and dropped a major twist on T'Challa, making him her champion and anointing him the ruler of Necropolis, the Wakandan city of the dead, where deceased Black Panthers are buried. Imbued with the knowledge and memories of every Black Panther before him, T'Challa embraces his new role as the King of the Dead. What a title. Though these powers served him well in the Avengers vs. X-Men crossover, they weren't enough to save his marriage to Storm. Later, Black Panther would join the new incarnation of the Illuminati alongside his old foe Namor, an elite group of superheroes that pulled the strings behind major world events and used less than salubrious methods of saving the day. Case in point, when other realities began converging on the main Earth, Earth 616, the Illuminati decided to destroy the other world with a massive bomb. However, when Black Panther balked, his father's spirit came out, cursed him, and stripped him of the powers of the King of the Dead. Don't worry though, T'Challa wouldn't be powerless for long, as the events of the Convergence, which led into Secret Wars, resulted in the death of his sister Shuri. Well, it's pretty bad. Before she fell in battle though, Shuri passed on the Black Panther title and her powers to her brother once more. Still with me? Good. So, during Secret Wars, which I'll explain in another episode sometime because it's batshit crazy, the Marvel Universe goes full-on Game of Thrones. Towards the end of that series, Black Panther appeared wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, which he used to defeat the God King Doom. Later, using the Reality Stone, Black Panther restored both the devastated Wakanda and depleted vibranium ore to their former glory. And this all brings us to the present day. Now, Black Panther is once again headlining his own series written by Ta-Nehisi Coates and illustrated by Brian Stelfreeze. But what's he like in the movies? Well, he's very masterfully played by Chadwick Boseman. He stands alongside Spider-Man as one of the best parts in what's already a terrific film. With his sleek vibranium suit and his Black Panther powers, he can easily go toe-to-toe with the likes of Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And based on the trailers, he really seems to have it out for Bucky. And if you want to learn more about Civil War, check out last week's episode. Boom! So tell me, what are your favorite Black Panther stories? Which do you want to see on the big screen? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're there, give me a ferocious thumbs up. Rawr. That's all for today's show. Join me next time when I talk about the harrowing story of a friendless real estate agent who begins a bromance with a free spirit that turns out to be a Soviet assassin, and I love you, Manchurian Candidate. Until next time, keep on digging. Let's open up the old mailbag, shall we? At MW Shaw asks, "Why did you say that? Why did you say that name?" Wait, is your mom's name Martha too? Make sure you stay past the credits in Civil War to see Martha awkwardly walk into frame. It's amazing. At Hedgehog39 asks, Daleks for Congress? I mean, sure, why not? I mean, Exterminate is a platform that I can get behind. And at TDK Retweets asks, just found my Game Boy Advance this week and all I have is Super Mario Advance and Sonic Advance. Any games you'd recommend? Ooh, totally, yeah. Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town, Advance Wars, and Final Fantasy VI. But tell me guys, what are your favorite GBA games? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. And a very special thanks to our sponsor today, Battleborn. Developed by Gearbox Software, who you might know from the freaking Borderlands series, Battleborn is a super huge online first-person shooter where you get to choose from 5 factions and 25 playable characters as you defend the very last star in the universe from a mysterious evil. Guys, you can play as a Hawkman, a samurai vampire, and a luchador with robot arms. So do the right thing and play this ridiculously awesome game. It's out now. So thank you so much, Battleborn. Thank you.